the time I'm recording this video, there are a lot of websites in demand in the web design industry, especially in Africa, or let me streamline it to Nigeria, where I'm recording this video from. Websites like e-commerce websites, BTC investment websites, online banking websites, courier websites, general business websites, landing pages, and the rest of them. The misconception is that these websites are hard to design. A newbie web designer may just go into the space, and the first thing the person wants to do is to begin to go and learn coding. Now, if you learn coding, coding is good, but coding is not going to afford you the opportunity to design this kind of website I just mentioned easily without any stress. And you see, the web design industry in Nigeria is growing at a very high speed. And I see a lot of web designers that claim they don't always get jobs. All right. And I have studied and spoken to a lot of them over time, and I've discovered the real reason most of them don't have as much jobs as possible. And one of the reasons is this: they are busy learning the right thing at the wrong time. I actually took my time to pen this thing down so that I'll come and deliver it to you guys, so that as you are watching, you are learning and you know the right things to do, especially when you're getting into the web design industry as a newbie. Now, don't get me wrong, no knowledge is a waste, but let me repeat again: they are busy learning the right things and at the wrong time, and that is why they are not making money as much as they would want to make. All right, from my experience, and as at the time I'm recording this video, there are a lot of websites in demand in the web design industry, especially in Africa, or let me streamline it to Nigeria, where I'm recording this video from. Websites like e-commerce websites, BTC investment websites, online banking websites, courier websites, general business websites, landing pages, and the rest of them. Now, I spoke to a lot of web designers. I actually teach web design, and a lot of people come to my DM most times, to ask me if they want to learn web design and a whole lot of things. And I spoke to a lot of people, and I discovered the major reason most of them don't make money is because they think they are web designers, but they don't know how to design the basic websites every average web designer should know how to design, especially in Africa. How can you be a web designer and you don't know how to design an e-commerce website? All right, I was speaking to somebody the other time. I told him, what do you know? He said he knows one or two programming languages. He knows CSS, he knows HTML, he knows JavaScript, he knows Tailwind and the rest of them. I asked the person, okay, can you design an e-commerce website? The person was like, it is a full stack project and it's going to take me time, blah 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 blah. Now that is the problem. You are a website designer, but you don't know how to design. You don't know the easy ways to design this kind of websites. As a web designer, being in the space for more than 10 years now, I have designed as many websites as possible. I cannot even begin to count how many websites I've designed since I've been designing website design. But trust me, these websites I've listed above, these websites I've listed previously, have given me most of the money. So as a web designer, you should know how to design some of all these websites. And the misconception is that these websites are hard to design. A newbie web designer may just go into the space, and the first thing the person wants to do is to begin to go and learn coding. Now, if you learn coding, coding is good, but coding is not going to afford you the opportunity to design this kind of website I just mentioned easily without any stress. And trust me, there's no client that will be waiting around until you code a full functional e-commerce website. It's going to take you time. But if you know some of all these easy ways to design some of all these websites, it's going to take you a very fast ways to get it done, deliver to your client, and get your money. Coding is good. Coding is very important. But if I'm to advise any newbie coming to the web design industry, I want to advise you to start with coding. Except, of course, you are driven by passion and the drive is beyond your control. But if your focus is to make money, which I am sure you that are watching this video, that is actually your focus, to make money as fast as possible, I want to advise you to start by coding. Coding is majorly required for complex solutions. And as a newbie, getting in touch with clients who require complex solutions will rather be difficult than easy, because you just started, you don't even have any portfolio yet. Nobody is actually going to trust you to deliver on such projects. And then as a tech person in Africa, everybody believes and everybody expects you to know how to design websites, whether you speak web-based languages or not. Everybody expects you to just know how to design websites. If you're a web designer, your neighbor expects you to. If you're a tech person, if you're into tech in Africa, your neighbor expects you to at least know how to design websites. All right. And even if you know how to code, it will be too difficult for you. It will take you a lot of time to actually deliver on some of all these simple websites you can actually deliver on and get paid. But imagine starting your journey with tools like WordPress and the use of scripts to design websites. Now, WordPress is one of the most powerful content management systems I've seen. it gives you the ability to design website by just simple drag and drop. It has pre-built templates where you can just play around themes and plugins and get full functional websites done. E-commerce websites and so many websites. Most of the popular websites you see on the internet is designed by WordPress. So WordPress is actually very powerful. So imagine you know how to design WordPress, and WordPress doesn't require any knowledge of coding. Imagine you know WordPress. That means all these websites I've just listed, it is easy. It's going to be easy for you to design them, and in say 24 hours to 7 days, you should have designed a full e-commerce website and collected your money. The trick is in learning how to design those websites that are in demand and listen and pay attention very, very carefully. I'll list again some of these websites that are in demand in the web design industry, especially in Africa. Now, e-commerce website, BTC investment website, general business website, online banking website, career websites, VTU websites, landing pages, and the list can go on and on and on. Now, if you learn the basic ways to design this kind of websites without the knowledge of coding, that means it's going to be faster for you. It's going to be easier for you. That means if somebody that is coding is going to be taking months or weeks to design a particular website, with the knowledge of WordPress and the use of scripts, you are going to be delivering on this website within 24 hours, 48 hours, or in 7 days, depending on how knowledgeable you are in that particular in web design as a whole. Now, the first reason, don't forget, learning the right thing at the wrong time. Now, let's go to the second reason. The second reason is not having a mentor figure. Now, this second reason stems from the first reason. Not having a mentor figure is one of the issues I had growing up, in the web design industry. So many times when you land a job, a client gives you a job, you don't even know if you're confident enough to actually deliver on this particular job because you know web design quite alright, but you've not delivered on this job before. So it's going to be difficult for you to even close that deal with the client because you're not confident enough to actually tell this person, okay, this is what I can do, or this is what I feel. Even if you feel you can do it, you don't want to disappoint the client, so you won't be confident enough to just actually accept the job. But imagine having a mentor figure, somebody you're actually learning from. Don't get me wrong, a mentor figure is not somebody you want to be like. You must not be like your mentor, but somebody at least like shining the light for you while you're following, so that if you encounter any issue or if there is a job that's coming your way and you don't know if it is something you can deliver, somebody ahead of you can just show, especially if the person is the person teaching you. You can tell the person, okay, this is the website job I have. How can I? So even if you don't know how to design it, the person can give you that confidence because the person that is teaching you will actually know your capability and know what you can do. And even if he knows you cannot do it, you guys can work together to deliver on the job while you get paid. And these are some of the secrets in web design that most people don't know. So it's very, very important. During my own time, I didn't have a mentor figure, and I wish I had, because the time it took me to go from learning to earning would have been cut short, to a very great extent if I had somebody I was following. So that is number two, which stems down from number one. If you're learning the right thing, that means you're already learning from a mentor, and that will give you more confidence. Now, coming to number three, lack of confidence. Number three also stems from number two. You have to equip yourself with enough confidence so that when you're even talking about web design, you cannot be a web designer when somebody is asking you about web design, you're not even confident enough to deliver or to represent yourself. And why is that? Because you're not confident enough. And why are you not confident? Because you're not learning the right thing. So you can see the reason number one, the reason number two, and the reason number three is intertwined. And if you get all these three things fixed, you should be on your way to earning as fast as possible. Whether you're a newbie or you're already a web designer watching this video and you're not making as much money, if you can get number one, learning the right thing settled and at the right time, then having a mentor figure, and then building in your confidence. If you can get these three things checked, you sure will be earning money as fast as possible. My name is Sugwan Collins Ugochukwu, and I teach web design the right way. And I don't just stop there. I try to reduce the time frame between learning and earning. I've taught a lot of students, and a lot of people are already earning following my guideline, and that is what I actually want to do for you. So if you're still watching to this point, I would assume you're interested in tech, or you're interested in becoming a web designer, or you're already a web designer but you're not earning as much as possible. So what I'll do in this video is to try as much as I can to help you, guide you through the right way so that you can earn as easily as possible. So I'll be teaching you WordPress mastery from zero to pro. That means even if you don't have any knowledge of web design, I can actually take you on WordPress from zero to pro. I will also be teaching you the use of scripts to design some of the websites I mentioned earlier. And I'll be handing you some of the tools and scripts needed for free. Some will ask, why is he doing this? Now, two reasons. First is because I actually want to help you. I'm passionate about helping a lot of people, alleviate poverty through web design. And secondly, I want to make money while helping you. And what do you need? You'll be needing a laptop, your passion to learn, and a fee for my time to be called my student. Now, a lot of newbies will be surprised because I said I'm going to be giving out tools for free, and yet you're going to pay to become my students. Now, if you're not a newbie, you know that designing website without coding will require a lot of templates, scripts, and a whole lot of other tools, plugins, and the rest of them. All right. And most of all these themes and templates, especially templates and scripts, you get them for like $50, $60, depending on your vendor, or even $40 to, But what I do for my students to assist you once you become my student, I'll be handing you some of these scripts for free so that you can use for your project, and these scripts can be reused. All right. So in case you think saying for free means you're not paying to be my student, then this is the explanation. So if the problems I mentioned earlier sounds familiar to you as you're watching this video, that means you are actually my target audience. You need me to help you so that you can learn the right things the right way, so that you can earn as fast as possible. And for those of you that will be asking what is the duration of my course, learning is actually a continuous process. But what I can assure you is after in 2 weeks of taking my course, you'll be designing your own website. And let's say in 3 months, you should be earning already. I have a lot of people that started earning even in the first 1 month. But people are different. Those people may actually have people in their circle that actually need some kind of website they're learning how to design already. All right. But in your own case, it may be different. But I'm assuring you, within 1 to 3 months of learning, you should have landed a job that you can handle and be paid for. Now, what I don't do is bombarding my students with a whole lot of knowledge, because from experience, that may overwhelm you. That may even get you frustrated. So what I do is I dish out the information as at when due, as at when necessary. So when you come on board and you become my student, you keep getting informations as at when due, so that you don't get jam-packed with a lot of information. Don't worry about what you're going to learn. I'm going to be teaching you what you need to know. And trust me, just like every of my students that have been sharing testimonies, you will come back and give your own testimony. The web design industry in Africa is rising exponentially by the day. As you sleep and wake up, people are demanding for different kind of websites to be designed. So if you are passionate about tech or web design, this is your time to grab your own piece of or your fair share of the market, and that is what I am going to help you do. Thank you very much. And if you're interested, there is a number I'll leave in the description below. Contact her and she'll direct you to me if you qualify, so that we can get started, so that you start your journey to earning. I know I'm not going to be helping everybody, but as much as I can help, I'll be grateful to God for giving me the opportunity to alleviate poverty through web design. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video.